Hey everybody, welcome back to another creative tutorial. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Instead of going over something that's already prepackaged in Krita, we're going to go over some custom symbol libraries that were made by someone called Ryos Workshop. So Ryos Workshop has made a lot of different symbol libraries to be used in Krita. Here is the Gumroad page where you can get them. Some of them you have to pay for, some of them are free. I think all of them are worth getting, to be honest. There are some background assets such as the buildings and structures. They have some more character-specific ones like the mouth and body, eyes, which I think are pretty awesome. They have some weird effects ones like the blood splatters, and then some custom ones that they have made up here, heart, stars, and giant bundle. Rio also has them available on the ArtStation website here, which is the same bundle. So Rio sent me some to try out, and I was really excited, and I thought, yeah, why not? Krita is severely lacking in the symbol libraries department. So I was sent a bonus pack here. So when you go to download them from the ArtStation or the Gumroad site, they're most likely going to come over in a zipped folder. So make sure to unzip that folder before you do anything else, because you won't be able to use them properly if you haven't. And once you do, make sure to save them in a folder that's easily accessible. So here I have my brushes folder. I went and made a unique folder for the vector library. In Krita, it's now called symbol libraries, but I believe it was called vector library at some point in the past. I don't even remember anymore. You get the SVG file and a PDF on how to install them. So if you're not too sure still after reading the PDF, I'm going to walk you through that right now. In Krita, you want to go up to Settings and Manage Resources. So under Manage Resources, you're going to click Import Resources. You're going to click on the SVG folder and click Open. And you're going to click on Symbol Libraries. I've already imported this, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel. But if you haven't yet, you're going to hit OK. As you can see, I canceled it, but I already have it in there. It may take a minute for it to kind of adjust and load those those symbol libraries into Krita. It didn't take me that long at all. Krita was thinking on it for a little longer than I expected. But if your mouse cursor is visible and there's a loading symbol next to it, most likely you're fine to start using them. Krita just needs a little extra time to think sometimes. So we're gonna close that. We're going to go up to Settings, Dockers, and Symbol Libraries. And if you don't see it there immediately, click on the drop-down icon and it should be listed here. So the first three that we see have come pre-installed with Krita, and the bonus pack V1 is the one that I was sent to test out. Yours might be named differently. Obviously, it's going to look different if you chose something different. That's fine. What matters is it exists here. And I'm going to actually increase the icon size here so we can kind of see this a little bit better as you're viewing this in the video format. You can see that each one has a unique name. You have bubbles, you have some weird emojis going on, some really abstract type looking assets. We have some cute foods, puzzle pieces, some mugs. I think that's cool. We got a fishbowl too. I'm gonna actually take that out. So, like I just did, just click and drag, bring it into your scene, and as you can see in your layers, it will automatically make a vector layer for you. You don't have to make one in advance. And I'm gonna bring out the bubbles. I don't know, maybe we can put that in the fishbowl. I don't have a fish though. That's okay. And the puzzle piece, because I liked the puzzle pieces. I thought these looked pretty cool. Alright, we're going to close that. Alright, so as you can see, if you're new to the vector tools in Krita, this might look a little strange to you. So all these boundary boxes are basically individual shapes that were put together to create the final piece that we're seeing now. But they're all grouped together. So let's say I want to take apart this puzzle piece. Maybe I want the middle to disappear and I want to put something else behind it. Well, I can right click on it and ungroup it, and I can just move that piece over. I can select all of these and group it again. And now I have an empty spot in the middle, so I can put some extra artwork in there or whatever it is I want to do, which I think is pretty cool. Or if I want to put this back, maybe I want to bring this to the front, so I can right click. I can bring to front. I can say, oh, this puzzle piece is off to the side, like someone's putting a puzzle together. I just like the puzzle piece assets. I think they're pretty cool. So that's one way you can use them. And then here, it's the same thing. It's all grouped together. You can ungroup it. You can spin it. You can do all the things that you can normally do with vector layers. I'm going to actually resize this. I'm going to put some bubbles in here. Probably should have used just the round one, but that's fine. And that's pretty simple. I mean, the vectors aren't anything too crazy to learn how to use. They're very simple. And if for whatever reason you want to change anything on them, you can. So we're actually going to ungroup this fishbowl. The tool options in the line. Oh, maybe this fishbowl has like that a nice purple color. So we're going to change the outline to purple. There. So now we have changed the color of our fishbowl. It's very easy to do, and we can just go ahead and group it again. Now if you, I actually grouped the bubble in there too, but that's fine. Now if you have made these changes, it will not affect the original vector library that you have. So if I open up the symbol library, you can see if I bring another fishbowl in, it's going to be exactly as it was made originally, and the edits you do on the canvas will not affect the library in any way, which is very nice. Just gonna put this down here so we can get to it later. Alright, so now let's say I've made this fishbowl to what I want it to be, and I really like this, but I don't want it to be a vector anymore. I'm actually going to right-click cut. I'm going to make a new vector layer here. And I'm going to paste that in. I'm going to turn this off just so we can kind of isolate this a little bit better. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. There we go. You can right click on the vector layer here that we just made and go down to convert and go to paint layer. Now when you do this, you can see that the symbol is changed on the layer. It's now a piece of paper with a pencil on it, whereas the vector layer had a piece of paper with points on each corner. When you go to convert to a paint layer, you won't be able to ungroup and change the border colors and stuff like that. This is now a very destructible layer. So once you make changes to it like this, you're not really going to be able to go back to what it was without hitting undo. But you may want to convert it to a paint layer if you're using some of those assets for background purposes, like the stairs and the windows and stuff, and that's totally fine. Just keep in mind when you do that, you won't be able to change the shapes anymore or the groups or anything like that. And that is pretty much it for the symbol libraries. They're very easy to use. I enjoy them. I'm probably going to pick up some of the other ones later. Installing them to Krita was like the easiest thing I have ever done. There were no issues with them, other than Krita being weird and thinking it was going to take forever. It really didn't. Yeah, this was a flawless experience, which I think is rare. Usually when I try these things out, there's always something strange going on, but this was very simple, very straightforward, and I'm very grateful that Ryo made this a streamlined experience where nothing was difficult to do. I'm very confident anybody can add these into Krita without any issues. I'm very grateful to Ryo for making these as well. Like I said, I think Krita's lacking in the symbol library department. I think there could be more. And I'm really excited to see what Ryo comes up with next, because this is pretty cool. So make sure to check out Ryo's Gumroad and ArtStation. I'll have those linked down below, as well as Ryo's Instagram. And I also want to say thank you to Ryo for letting me try these out and contacting me about them. I think this is awesome. I'm very excited about them. And like I said, I hope that we get to see more from Ryo in the future. Right, thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.